because I have a baby now. I made a baby. I made a human being. It's from me, from my genetics. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I didn't do anything. I don't deserve any applause. I do what I always did. I fucked my girlfriend. That's it. She did all the extra work. It's amazing. I just got a free baby. I didn't have to do anything extra. I didn't do any of the work. She had to do everything. Her whole body changed. She gained all this weight. She grew a person inside of her. Her tits turned into milk machines. Me? Nothing. I felt great. I slept good. I had to deal with her complaining a little bit, but it was not. She's pretty cool. You know, it was no big deal. It's crazy, and all of a sudden you have a fucking baby and you love it so much. It's a biological change, man. I felt some weird, because I was trying to pay attention to it, because I was like, oh, this is going to be interesting. What is this going to be like to make a human being and have a little you running around? You just feel clicks, switches just go off in your fucking brain. Your body just sends you some messages. You got to take care of this baby now. Your life's different now. It's not about you, it's about the baby. And the baby's like, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta take care of her. Okay, cool. Okay, what do I gotta do? And you love them so much. You can't even believe what love is. You can't believe you could love something that much. And really, it's a biological trick. It's your brain producing a chemical called oxytocin. And it's to keep you from eating them when you get really hungry. And she drinks breast milk that my girlfriend pumps like a farm animal. It's the fucking trippiest shit I've ever seen in my life. She sits with suction cups on her nipples, all right? And they're attached to these tubes that's attached to a machine. And she turns the machine on, and her nipples just start spitting milk into these little cups. Just neat, 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 neat. And I walk by and I'm like, you two motherfuckers are dead to me, all right? I don't even know you. I thought you were toys. But that milk must be fucking delicious. Because I swear to God, I've never expressed enjoyment the way she does when she eats that milk. She gets a hold of that breast milk, man, and her whole little body's like, nom, 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 nom. Her little toes are spreading apart. Nom, nom. I'm like, have you ever liked anything that much? Have you ever been at a restaurant just, oh, no, 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 no. She gets as much milk into her little body as she can fit, till it's like up to here, and then she spits some of it out, shits her pants, and blacks out. I'm like, damn, my little girl knows how to party. So that's message number one, is that babies are awesome. I love having a baby. It's an amazing thing. Message number two is that pulling out does not work. All right? Listen to me. Listen to me. Your friends will lie to you. You lie to yourself. What happened with me is my girlfriend took 6 months off the pill. Like her doctor told her she should cycle it and take it off. So I was like, don't worry about it. I'll just pull out. I don't know if it's bullshit. I don't care. Probably bullshit. Anyway, the doctor told her to cycle the pill, and I said, listen, don't worry about it. I'll just pull out. I thought I was being serious. I thought you could do it. I'm like, everybody who says they pulled out, they don't really pull out. I pulled out, all right? Listen to me. Heed my words. You do not have nearly as much control over your sperm as you like to think you have, all right? Because you only control those lazy, good-for-nothing sperm that are willing to camp out your balls and wait for orders. Because let me tell you something, there's some green beret sperm living around the tip of your dick that don't give a fuck about your plans for the future. All right? They're black ops. They got war paint on and daggers in their teeth. And you don't even have to have sex to activate them. They're just hanging on the pee hole looking for action. All you have to do is rub it on the outside. They're like, go, go, go! They'll like, you don't even have to be naked. They'll hold up underwear for their friends. Go, 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 go! Swimming upriver like salmon going up rocks. Those are dedicated sperm. They're not fucking around. They're here to make some people. Those sperm jump out sometimes, totally prematurely. You ever, like, take your underwear off and there's this phantom stream of sperm connecting your dick to your underwear? Like, what the fuck is that? And then you remember, oh, I hugged that girl. It's crazy. My favorite thing to do when I'm high is watch Roadhouse. Either Roadhouse or anti-pot commercials. Those are the two greatest. Unintentional comedy is always the best when you're high. You know, the pot commercials are the best when you come home super baked. And it's almost like synchronicity. You turn on the TV, like, what's on? And there's that chick with her fucking talking dog. Have you seen that commercial? Oh my Jesus. If you haven't seen this, this is a real commercial made by a partnership for a drug-free America, where they have this kid. She comes home from school. She looks like a normal high school kid. She opens up her refrigerator door. She's looking for something to eat, and her dog just hops up on the counter and just starts talking. Just, Lindsay, I wish you wouldn't smoke weed. You're not the same when you smoke it, and I miss my friend. Well, I'll be outside. The dog just scampers away. That's pretty crazy, but it's not nearly the craziest part of the commercial. The craziest part of the commercial is how this chick reacts. Her dog was just talking to her. And she goes like this. Like, wow, she's got a point. All right, that's not pot. That bitch is on Zoloft and cocaine and sleeping pills, all right? That is not how you would react if you're high on marijuana and your dog just struck up a conversation. You wouldn't just accept that. You wouldn't just be standing around and go, oh, okay, I guess he talks now, all right. Guess he talks. No, you'd want to talk to him. You'd be like, hey, who else talks? Does the cat talk? That motherfucker, I knew he could talk. I had a feeling. What about the fish? What's up? You wouldn't even think of him as a friend after a while. You'd get pissed off. You'd be like, dude, I've had you for 5 fucking years. This the first shit out of your mouth? You wish I didn't smoke weed. I tell you I love you every day. You don't say anything. You wish I didn't smoke weed. Really? I wish you didn't lick your asshole when I'm trying to eat breakfast, stupid! Tell me what to do. You might want to stop eating out of the litter box before you go giving out advice. Just a little heads up. It's kind of tough to take you serious when you got litter crumbs stuck to your wet nose, faggot. You fucking dummy. Why don't you clear up your cat shit problem before you go doling out advice? Dr. Phil of the dog world, you motherfucker. I wish you wouldn't smoke weed. You're not the same. That's because I'm high, stupid. I planned it out in advance. I did that joke in LA, and a guy came up to me after the show. He goes, hey, man, I did all the animation on those commercials. I go, whoa, what was that like? He's like, I was high the whole time. Oh, that makes sense. Undercover. With a secret message. See, people give pot a bad name, man. And it's because for some people, it's not the best thing in the world. All right? People are like, yo, bro, you fucked up my brother's life. My brother was fine, then he started smoking weed. What about guys like him? Oh, you mean fucking losers? Oh, yeah, let's make it illegal. By the way, let's make hammers illegal, too. Because if you don't build a house with them, you can hit yourself in the dick. If you're just fucking crazy, your brother's a fucking fat dummy. He never did anything right. If it wasn't pot that fucked that guy's life up, it would have been cheeseburgers and scratch tickets. All right? He's an idiot. A plant that made him silly. That took him over the edge. I can't take it anymore. I'm eating too much food. Life is too much fun. Fucking let me ruin it. That's nonsense. People go, oh, pot fucks up your memory. No. Maybe. A little. But the only memories it gets rid of are the ones you didn't need in the first place. It keeps the important shit. It erases dumb shit. You're like, oh, I forgot what I was talking about. Good, because you were boring the piss out of me. Oh, you profound douchebag. Waxing poetically about the universe. Shut the fuck up. Pot makes you remember the important shit. Like, you can get so high, you forget to call your girlfriend. But you'll never get so high you forget how to use a phone. See, it protects important memories. You never look at a phone going, what the fuck is this? You can't get that high. It's impossible. I've tried. It's not possible. You could get so high, you could lose your mind and cheat on your wife. Not even know what you're doing, just so high you lose your mind. You'll never get so high you tell her. Here's a big difference. Pot stops you from doing stupid shit. If you're ever in the middle of doing something dumb and you smoke a joint, I guarantee you will correct your path. No one has ever been halfway up Mount Everest, smoked a joint, and kept climbing. No one. No one. If I gave you a joint at 14,000 feet, you'd be like, what the fuck are we doing? Oh my God, this is real. What am I, Indiana Jones? This is fucking crazy. I don't want to die. I don't want to fucking freeze to death. You'd open up the tent. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Is that a body? Is that a fucking body over there? Holy shit. They leave the bodies. How cold does it have to be to where your friend falls down? You're like, fuck him, keep walking. We gotta get him. We can't get him, man. He's gone. Let him go. He's gone. I'm touching his head. He's right here. What the fuck are you talking about? We should pick him with us. That's just one of those things that's just hard to do. There's a lot of shit that's hard to do, but there's like a reward for it. You know, like if you start your own business, that's hard to do. You got to leave your job and take a chance. You're going to pay yourself. You know, what the fuck? You got to start your own business, and it's a lot of risk. But if you pull it off, you get a reward. You get to live a comfortable life with your family. You have a successful business. That's a great thing. There's no reward for Mount Everest. It's just hard. That's it. It's a trick. You get fucking tricked into doing tough shit. People are like, bro, only a few thousand people ever made it to Mount Everest. Maybe because it sucks. Do you know how many people go to Hawaii? Like a fucking million every year. It's awesome there. What the fuck are you doing? You're going to spend your time in something that sucks. You could go to Google Earth right now and see the whole thing from the comfort of your living room. You don't have to leave. There's nothing there. It's just snow. It's the same as the snow at the bottom. It's just way the fuck up there. There's no difference. It's not like you get to the top and the Lucky Charms guy's waiting for you with a big bag of diamonds. Hey, you've made it to the top. Here's your diamonds. You don't have to work again for the rest of your life. Come with me. There's free pussy and hot cocoa in the tent below. No, there's just snow. Snow and bodies. That's it. And you're going to be the next douchebag to get there. Oh, I was there. I made it. Let's go back. What the fuck are you doing? I'm going to be out there with nature, bro. That's what it's all about. Being out there with nature. People, yeah, a lot of people think that. But here's the deal about nature. Nature is everything. Okay? We don't like to think that our society is nature because we created it. But guess what? This is no different than a fucking beehive. It's just more complicated because people are smarter than bees. Cities are natural. That's why they're everywhere. It's not like there's only one city and everybody's like, what the fuck is this? No, cities are all over the place. They're natural. You know what's not natural? You in the middle of the mountains in the middle of the winter. You know what that's like? You ever see that one ant walking through your kitchen by himself? And you're like, where you going, motherfucker? Oh, what's up? That's you. That's you when you're in the mountains. You're not supposed to do that. It's stupid. There's nothing there for you. There's no resources. People have scouted in advance. It sucks. There's documentaries on it. Stay clear. Just like that ant in your kitchen, you are out of place, sir. You see ants outside. Do you ever have a problem with them? Me, never. I'm on my way to my car. I see a little trail of ants with a little candy wrapper. I'm like, good luck with the candy, fellas. You have yourself a fun day. I never think of anything, but if I find you spinning around in my cat's food bowl, I will bring wet death from the sky on you faggots. I got a can of shit with a picture of your body on it, with your legs up in the air and a big red line through you, and I will spray that shit on a stream through your whole family till I find that hole in the ground where your whole fucking shitty village is. And I'll keep spraying until that can feels light. Fuck you, you're in the wrong place. Buddha be damned, you must die. What, am I gonna steer you guys outside? No, you gotta fucking die. You're too small, I can't care about you, you're too little. That's you in the mountains. That's you. That's crazy. That's just some leftover monkey shit. That's what that is. We just want to get to the top branch. That's what it is. Get to the top spot, bro. Nobody cares if you go to the bottom spot. Went to the lowest point on earth. Fuck, dude. What's it like? It's crazy, man. You go down, and then it just goes straight. Fuck, you're brave, man. You're brave. This leftover monkey. Ooh, ooh. A lot of people don't like to think that human beings came from monkeys. And it's usually for religious reasons. You know, you talk to people and they'll tell you they know they came from Jesus. They didn't come from a monkey. You ever get in those conversations where someone says they know? Bro, I know, man. I came from Jesus, bro. I came from Jesus. I didn't come from a monkey. I'm like, aren't you like 30? How do you know so much? Aren't you like dudes who've been studying this for thousands of years? You got it wrapped up? I don't know if I came from a monkey or if I came from Jesus because I'm pretty fucking dumb and I've done no research whatsoever. All right? But I'm honest. And you know what else I've done? I like to memorize shit that smart people have already figured out. It's a huge time saver. All right? Everybody should do it. Instead of saying you know, just go read some shit. And one of the things they figured out is they mapped out the human genome, whatever the fuck that means. It's like the ingredients for people or something. And what they found out is that people are 96% chimpanzee. That's a lot of monkey. I mean, is that even worth arguing? If I give you a sandwich and it was 96% shit and 4% ham, would you be willing to consider that a ham sandwich? We're monkeys! It doesn't mean there's no God. This is where everybody gets crazy. It doesn't mean anybody has an answer or that you're wrong. No one's saying there's no God. All I'm saying is maybe God made a monkey that doesn't like to think it's a monkey and lies a lot. Doesn't that make sense? That makes way more sense. That's what we do. We fucking lie. You know why? Because we can't read minds yet. That's the next stage of human evolution for sure. And we see little sprinkles of it every now and then in your life. You ever be thinking about somebody and they call? You're like, what the fuck is that? What is that? Why does it happen so often? That's some shit, people. We're slowly learning how to read each other's minds. And when we do, liars are going to be fucked. We all know a lot. Religion's going to go out of business. They're going to fuck guys like Ted Haggard and all those crazy cocksuckers. They're never going to be able to pull off a scam ever. You know who I'm talking about? You guys know who Ted Haggard is? And this is taking nothing away from really religious people who really believe in it and help a lot of people. And I know a lot of friends that have been helped by religion. That's absolutely a fact. But there's some fake people out there. And one of them was this guy, Ted Haggard, who was awesome because this guy was the head of a gigantic congregation in Colorado Springs where he'd have like 15,000 dudes in a stadium. They'd all be holding hands and talking about stopping the gay agenda. It was fucking psycho shit, right? They're all preaching for Jesus and this guy, the whole time he was doing this, was steady smoking crystal meth and having sex with gay prostitutes. I mean, he's just insane. The guy was completely out of his mind. He was getting gay hookers from Craigslist. Like, who are they going to tell? Just completely out of his mind. And they catch him, and he doesn't admit to it at first. It was an awesome thing. They got to him, and he's like, well, yeah, I had the meth, but I threw it out. And as far as him, he just gave me a massage. Like, whoa, did you even think that fucking answer out? He figures I've been bullshitting people my whole life. They believe everything I say. Shit. telling them about people walking on water and they're fine with that. They don't believe I got a massage. What the fuck? I think that's fairly reasonable. So they catch this guy. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's on CNN. The gay hooker goes on CNN, tells the whole seedy story. And you figure with a guy like that, well, he's obviously a hypocrite. They're just going to get rid of him. No, they didn't get rid of him. They cured him. You can't write shit like this. This is real life. They took 4 pastors and they spent 3 weeks alone with him in a cabin. And they cured him of his homosexuality. Now, I don't know how they did it, but I assume they probably did it the same way my dad got me to quit smoking. I think they made that motherfucker smoke the whole pack. That's what I think. I think they just popped Viagra and fucked his face for 3 weeks. Just smack, smack. Do you love Jesus? Mascara running, snot and tears. I do love Jesus. I think you like dick more. Smack, smack. All day for 3 weeks. That'll cure you, man. By the end of those 3 weeks, you go, no more dicks for me, please. I'll see another dick for the rest of my life. Might not have happened like that. But a boy can dream. I just don't like people telling other people what they shouldn't be doing, especially when they're doing it. You know, that's fucking crazy nonsense. Like in LA, they had this thing where they were trying to stop gay people from being able to get married. And it was this Proposition 8. And it was funded in a big way by the Mormons. The Mormons spent $7 million trying to stop gay marriage in LA. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. Because if you're a Mormon, you should be afraid of gay people. Because if someone could talk you into being a Mormon, they could probably talk you into some gay sex. I mean, they just might need a little more alone time with you. But it's one thing if it's your family raised you that way, they've always been that way, I totally understand that way. You know, if your mom wants you to go to church, I totally get it. But if you know, were just sitting at home one day and some dude showed up at your house with the 10 speeds, and you're like, you know, you guys are making a lot of sense. Why don't you come inside and tell me some more? Where do I sign? How do I become a part of the team? Because people want to hear bullshit. Because reality is too fucking scary. Reality is too scary. That's why in this country, if someone just talks slowly and clearly and confidently, there's people that will listen. That's how wacky we are. That's some leftover monkey shit. That's what it is, the alpha, the one that gets to talk. We got so much leftover monkey shit. I watched this one documentary where they taught chimpanzees the value of money. They gave them these coins, and they taught the chimps that if they give the coins back, they'd give them fruit. You know what the first thing the chimps did was? They gave the coins to the female chimps, and they fucked them. Yeah, the whole experiment took like 3 minutes. There was big, fat, Jabba the Hutt-looking female chicks with stacks of coins up to the top of the cage. Dehydrated chimps just running trains on. Dollar bills, y'all! Dollar bills, y'all! They're so much like us. That's why it pisses me off when I see them at the zoo. You ever go to the zoo and you see the chimps and you go, God damn, he wants to get out of there. I know he does. And people are in denial about that. You know, some people don't want to think that they need to get out. Some people are like, bro, I went by the zoo the other day. They look like they're having an awesome time. They're swinging on the swings. I'm like, yeah. Well, if you go to prison, you'll see dudes playing basketball. It doesn't mean it's awesome. You know? That looks like suck for everybody. That's fucking animal jail, dude. What is that? They didn't even do anything. Just lock them up, stare at them. And the way you know that it sucks for animals is when they get out of jail. Because what do? They go, whoa, stretch my legs. No, they fuck people up. The first thing they do, they grab a person, they just jack them. Ah! Doesn't matter if it's a monkey or an ostrich or a tiger, whatever the fuck it is. It's going to find the first person, just jack them. Little pink monkey staring at me my whole fucking life. Respect, bitch. That tiger in San Francisco last Christmas, you know that story? Yeah, at the zoo, these kids, these 17-year-old kids are throwing pine cones at the tiger. The tiger got mad, jumped out of the fucking cage, and killed the kid in the cafe. Whoa! And a lot of people blame the kids. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. They were like, listen, man, they shouldn't have been taunting that tiger. Maybe, but here's how I look at the whole story coming from team people. If you're going to put a monster in a box in the middle of the city, maybe you should put a top on the box. Oh, fuck, it just jumped out. Why is not someone in jail? Did you motherfuckers even go on YouTube? There's a reason why tigers have long back legs. That's the jump. They jump. That's what they do. Did you even poke him in the ass to see what happens when he gets pissed off? You just took a guess. Good enough, right? We good? We're good. We're good. Let's go home. That's a fucking monster. We don't think of tigers as monsters because they've always been here. But if they came from another planet, we'd want to kill them. Tigers just landed and started eating people. You're like, gotta kill them all. In India, they've got massive tiger problems. There's a place called the Sundarbans where tigers have killed 300,000 people over the last 200 years. What the fuck? 300,000! That's a real number. Look it up. Google it. Go for it. I'm not making up shit. One tiger I read about killed 3 men on a boat of 5. Did you know they can swim? Like a motherfucker, apparently. They can swim faster than 5 guys can row a boat. 5 little barefoot, dirty fishermen trying to stay alive. This fucking monster's making a V at him through the water. Bang, 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 bang. Just rowing till their fucking shoulders are blowing out. This thing gets in the boat, kills one guy. They're beating it with clubs. Nothing. Just looks at them. Drags the body through the water. Drops it off at the shore. Jumps back in the water. He did it 3 times before he got bored. And you don't have a top to his box. You need to go to jail, motherfucker. I'm not happy that that kid died, but I would have liked to have seen it. I'm not going to lie to you. Don't you ooh me. If I sent you the link, you'd click it. That's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You know, how many people outside of India get to see a tiger? I mean, how many people in San Francisco get to see a tiger kill somebody? I mean, it's very rare. God damn, that would be a crazy feeling. Just look at his face when he realizes he fucked up. Just look at his face when he sees that thing flying through the air. When those paws hit the top of the cage. Just running at him. Whoa. 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 What the fuck do you do? Do you even bother running? Does your brain even let you see that? I think if a tiger was running at you full clip, your brain would just instantly start producing every psychedelic chemical it knows how to make. That tiger would leap and just burst into a kaleidoscope. It's got to be a crazy way to die. God damn, just getting... Bitch. What the fuck? You know, it's got to be a fucking crazy way to die. But it's probably better than the way I'm doing it. One gray ball hair at a time like a fucking pussy. Who am I talking shit? That guy at least took a chance. He threw the pine cone. I would have ran like a bitch. My friends are throwing pine cones. I'm like, I'm going to the car. Fuck you. I would have got scared. No. It's a crazy way to die. Everybody dies, though. Fuck it. Not everybody lives, right? If you're gonna live, you gotta live honest. That's my advice to you. Take it from me, the older man, slowly fading into the night. You gotta be honest. Even though you can lie to people, don't do it. It's not worth it. You don't want to be Dr. Phil. Trust me. You don't want to be a guy just bullshitting the world. Look at me. My tie is in place. I am wearing a business suit. It's my chosen attire because I'm a businessman. I'm all business. I'm not wild. I don't go crazy. See the bottom of my shoes? They are slippery, and I ain't running after nobody. Okay? That's how stupid people are. That guy has a relationship show. That guy gives relationship advice. Ladies, listen to me, please. Don't you ever take relationship advice from a guy that you don't want to fuck. Okay? Because let me tell you something. If you don't want to fuck him, chances are a lot of other girls don't want to fuck him either. And that guy's going to say whatever he needs to get. Whatever I need to say to make you happy. Just be my friend. Don't you like my tie? I wear a nice tie. Look at my mustache. I'm a gentleman. He says crazy shit. He told this one man that masturbating was just as bad as cheating on his wife. I fucking shit you not. If I had a gun in my hand, I would have Elvised that TV. It was insanity. He had this poor guy. Now, first of all, the poor guy was just a beaten man. He was just bad posture. And the poor guy got caught jerking off. Who amongst us has not been caught jerking off? How many guys? Listen to me. If you haven't been caught jerking off, you're not taking enough chances with your masturbation. All right? You got to throw a little danger into your spank sessions. Why are you being such a pussy? Jerk off in your car every now and then. What, are you going to live forever? We should all have empathy towards people who get caught in embarrassing situations. And this poor guy got caught, man. Not only did he get caught, but he was on TV getting bitched out about it by Dr. Phil. And he's just sitting there, and his wife is next to him like she caught him eating babies. Oh, he's always in there masturbating. He don't touch me. And there's women in the audience are going fucking animal. When you have an audience, and you're a guy, and you're 50 years old, and your audience consists of women who no longer get your period, chances are you're full of shit. And these women love it. They got Palin for President t-shirts on and big flappy grandma arms. Dr. Phil comes up to this poor guy and this poor woman. And the woman, he's always masturbating. He puts his hand on her wrist. He goes, let me tell you something. When he's in that room masturbating those images, that is just as much of a betrayal as if he had another woman in that room. Those fucking women go crazy. Yes! Someone finally did it! Their fucking flappy grandma arms are taking air. They're flying around the studio lights like moths. Finally, he says what I always wanted to hear. I'll tell you what you need to hear. Beating is as bad as cheating. I said it. We'll be right back. The fuck are you talking about? How could it be bad to touch your dick? There's a reason why it's right there. Right there. No matter what you do, you always reach it. It's not like you have to find it, you're confused. Where did it go? No, it's right there. It's always going to be there for you. You don't have to take yoga to get to it. It's not in the middle of your back. Your arm doesn't even have to be awake. You could lay on your arm funny and wake up with a numb arm, but you have a boner. You just turn your body to the side, your dead hand will catch your dick right in the middle. Wrap your numb fingers around it, fuck your senseless fist. It's that easy to jerk off. There's a reason why it's right here. Because breeding is a biological imperative, and your body wants to make people, and sometimes it gets fucking confusing. Like, shit, I can't think straight. Now I can invent things, and that's how we evolved. And that's also why the T-Rex isn't around anymore, because he couldn't touch his own dick, and he went fucking crazy. Every day it was just a murderous rage of frustration. He couldn't fucking believe it. It's like, God damn, any minute now. Motherfucker. T-Rex is around for 1 million years. He never figured out shit. Not the wheel, nothing. No cell phones, nothing. Every day, frustration. Jerking off, I think, is the only thing you should do. Meaning, if you can blow yourself, I don't recommend it. Okay? And I can't. I'm not saying that I can. I can't. I've tried. Can't do it. You know. But I know a guy who used to be able to do it. I was at a show once, and Ron Jeremy was in the audience. You know Ron Jeremy, the porno star? And the subject came up, and I said to Ron, Ron, can you still blow yourself? He goes, nope. The gut got in the way. And I was like, wow, listen to that answer. Not, no, I broke my back in a horrible plane crash. No, my gut got in the way. Here's a guy who used to be able to do it, but sandwiches were better. That's how overrated sucking your own dick is. It might be the most overrated thing ever. If I could just get it in, I'd be happy. Ecstasy, ecstasy, bliss. No, you're not going to like that. Plus, if you get caught with a dick in your mouth, man, you'll have a stroke. You won't be able to deal with the embarrassment. You know? You get caught jerking off, you can be like, hey, what the fuck? Really? Really? You get caught with a dick in your mouth, wait a minute, I can explain. I can't believe you walked in. This is actually the first time I've ever done this. And I was thinking, holy shit, I hope someone doesn't walk in and think I do this all the time. No one's going to like that. No one's going to be happy that you're gay for yourself. I've been caught masturbating twice in my career. Once by my mom when I was 16. That was harsh. She didn't see my dick, which is the only good part about it, very luckily, because it was Boston, it was cold, I had a little blanket on, a little blanket to keep me warm. But it wasn't really my fault. I mean, I was 16. You make a lot of dumb mistakes when you're 16. But first of all, I didn't know anybody was home. Because when I was 16, there were no cell phones. So you never knew where anybody was. When people left the house, they just went out into the ether. They were gone. You know, you couldn't keep track, so we used to yell a lot back then. Like you come home, you're like, anybody home? Because you didn't know. Anybody home? And my mom would like, will you stop yelling? What are you doing? Stop doing that. It's annoying. If you yell, I'm not going to answer. Of course I forgot she said that. So, of course, I started jerking off. I'm like, fuck it, I don't even have to go upstairs. Plop myself right down the couch. I'm so lazy, I didn't even take my pants all the way off. I had my pants down to here, blanket on, and this face up. And I'm 16, I'm holding my breath and shit. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like... And I see movement in the room, and I realize my mom is looking at me while I got my dick in my hand, and I just start talking. You know how you see her about to talk, and you're like, oh shit, I gotta stop this. I was having a nightmare. And she has this perplexed look in her face, like, what are you gonna, I was drowning. I was at the bottom of the ocean, and I was trying to climb up on this rope to the top. True story. And the saddest part about it was the way my mom looked at me. She didn't say anything. She didn't say, I don't believe you, or, well, the nightmare's over, you're awake. No, she just went like this. Ugh. And walked away. She's like, he's broken, fuck it. She didn't teach me a lesson. She didn't say, you need to stop jerking off in the living room, young man. No, she's like, fuck it, he's broke. He's broken. The only other time I got caught was when I was 30, and I had a very similar reaction. I was very disappointed with myself. because it was my own fucking house. I thought by the time I was 30, I'm like, I'm a man, all right? This is my house. No, full-blown panic. My girlfriend opened up the door. Here's the picture. It's not pretty, but it's true. My pants are down by my ankles. I got my balls in my hand. My dick's in the other hand. And I'm watching porn on the computer, just like this, with a T-shirt on. It's fucking sad. I mean, it's just no sadder. And I'm probably holding my breath still. And my girlfriend just opens up the door. And I didn't move. I just froze. Because I couldn't figure out what to do first. I knew there was something that I should do first. But usually when there's something happens in your life, there's a very clear first thing you have to do. A car is coming at you, get the fuck out of the way of the car. There was no first move. What do? You let go of your balls, shut off the computer, pull your pants up? I froze. I just sat there like this, going over the 3 options in my head. There's nothing to do. It would have been fun if she thought it was funny. You know, she's like, this is you, ready? This is you. Oh, so sexy. What's wrong with you? Why do you do that? You know I'm home. You can just fuck me, all right? But no, she was sad. She can't believe you. We saw that Dr. Phil episode together, all right? What is wrong with you? I thought you got the same message that I did. I'm like, what's the big deal? I was just touching myself. What's the big deal? Here's the big deal. You did it while I'm at home. She was really sad about that. And I didn't have the heart to tell her, I do it while you're sleeping right next to me. You're inches away, buck naked, and it's more exciting sometimes to just try to sneak it out. I pretend like I'm a little prisoner trying to file my way out of jail. Oh, tiny strokes as to not wake the master. Tiny. If she moves at all. I've jerked off, fake snoring with one eye open, looking at her. I take it so deep, I bring a glass of water to bed with me at night. And not because I'm thirsty. I put the water on the bed to make sure I'm not making any ripples. Ooh, tiny stroke says do not wake the master. Thank you very much. You guys have been an awesome fucking crowd. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Thank you, Columbus. What I'm going to do is this. We're going to set up microphones on either aisle, and I'm going to let you guys ask questions, whatever you want to ask, and we'll stay up here for a little while longer, and we'll shoot the shit. What do you say? This guy right away. Do you know Everlast from the House of Pain?
Yes, I heard Dana's
you
doing
look just like him, fucker. Come on.
Dana's
Good
doing
joke.
a special with House of Pain, right?
Dana's what?
Doing a special with House of
Yes,
Pain?
he is. They're going to do a St. Patrick's Day blow your fucking liver out festival. It's going to be awesome.
Two-part question for you.
A two-part?
Two-part.
Oh, you're prepared.
One, I think it's great the UFC is branching out into different regions. Japan, Japanese fighters, what do you think Akiyama can bring to the UFC? Two, how close are you to your black belt with Eddie Bravo?
All right, first of all, these are both gay questions. Who would win, bro? Fedor or King Kong? Be real. I need you to tell me. This is a 5-part question. You know, Akiyama's a badass dude. How is he going to do in the UFC? Who knows? A lot of those Pride guys, they come over here and they don't perform the same way they do in Japan. And some people say it's from traveling. Like, if you travel east to west, it's easier than traveling west to east. And some people say it's steroids. And some people say they were... I'm just saying, that's what some people say. We're pretending?
They don't test.
It's nonsense. Look, eventually they're going to have genetic engineering, and steroids are going to be a thing of the past. They're going to have crazy shit. like myostatin inhibitors they give to mice and make them super mice. They can live fucking 3 times as long and jump over buildings. Shit's gonna get crazy in the future. And people like complain about like what's like, what did Barry Bonds, man? He fucked up baseball. Barry Bonds. They got Congress involved. We gotta go after Barry Bonds. And I'm like, Barry Bonds is 45, he looks like he's 30, all right? You give me what he's doing, and I'm gonna shoot it right into my dick with a turkey baster. What the fuck? He's not getting any older. Who cares? Oh, he's fucking up the hit the ball with the stick game. Oh, get Congress involved. It's fucking craziness. What was the other question?
Eddie Bravo, black belt.
No, I don't know. You know, I'm probably a couple years away from it.
All right,
you wanna
thanks,
roll?
Joe.
Okay. Take it easy.
I'm
Inside
no.
joke. Inside joke. House of Pain. Jump around. Thank you, brother. Thanks, man. I'm just fucking with you. You know that, right? All right. What's up, dude? Wait a minute. How about this guy? Because
Yeah, go ahead.
we'll go left and right. I'll do left to right. What's up, buddy?
What's the sickest thing you ever saw on Fear Factor?
Gee, bro, tell you what, man. Shit, is that real? Guys will always come up to me, hey man, my boy wants to eat some worms. You get him on that show real quick. The sickest thing I ever saw, it was all pretty fucked up. Animal dicks. They were eating animal dicks. We had them eat animal dicks. And I'm in the middle of it. This is the craziest part about it. This girl is chowing down on these animal dicks. And I'm telling her, you can get more in there. And she's listening to me. And that's what I was supposed to do. That was my job. And I was like, God damn, my guidance counselor owes me a fucking apology. Bitch, you can't see the future. You're talking out of your ass. There was a lot of stuff. I could never believe any of it was real. I told my friend Eddie's right there. I told him right when I started doing it, I'm like, this shit's getting canceled, man. It's ridiculous. 4 years later, mouthful of animal dicks, and I'm encouraging her on. It was pretty bizarre. But bizarre for me too. You know, you watched it at home, you're like, what are they thinking? We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. While we were doing the show, we were like, really? We're getting away with this? This is crazy. What's up, man?
What's Mike Goldberg like in real life? You guys.
Mike Goldberg is like every other dude from Cincinnati. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't play. When you land in Kentucky and pretend you're in Cincinnati, you know what the fuck is going on. All right? You know what the fuck is going on. That's an airport with an inferiority complex. It's the fucking Kentucky airport. No, welcome to Cincinnati, kinda. He's a good dude. He's a good dude, you know. He just, you know what? That job is very difficult. I just show up. He has to prepare. I did his job once. I was fucking terrible at it. Go watch, it was like UFC 40 or something. Dana White made me do it in Miami because Mike Goldberg had to do some girls soccer ball thing. It was probably fucking women's lacrosse or some shit he had to do. And I had to do his job, and it's very difficult because you have to coordinate and put everything in place and introduce everything correctly and memorize all this shit. All I have to do is just pay attention to what's happening. My job is very easy. His job is very, it's like, it's a job. It's like he's a technician. He's really smooth at it. He's really good at what he does. Why is he, does it bother you when sometimes he stares at me when we talk? Because it bothers me. Sometimes I'm right in the middle. I'm like, Anderson Silva is the best pound for pound. What the fuck, bro? Come on, you're creeping me out. But he's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's a good friend.
Hey, Joe, just a couple things for you. 3 weeks ago, of course...
When was the last time you got high? 20 minutes ago? Look at you.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, this motherfucker, I would just pull you over just on a whim. If I was a cop, you could be going 5 miles an hour. I'm like, that motherfucker. Spotlight, get the helicopter. Follow him to the grow house.
So you like the question, then.
I'm sorry.
Saturday night, I'll be there, by the way.
Saturday night, you're going to be at the fights?
Oh, yeah.
Powerful.
I had a stroke 3 weeks ago, but I wasn't masturbating.
You had a stroke 3 weeks ago, and you're already out?
Oh, man, blind eye, but that's it. I'm good besides that.
You have a blind eye?
Yeah. It's a bar bet, left or right.
You really had a stroke 3 weeks ago, and you're joking around about it?
Yeah.
That's a motherfucker living on the edge. God damn. If I had a stroke 3 weeks ago, I'd be home in a bubble bath, crying like a bitch to my mom on the phone. Sometimes I don't tell you I love you, but you know I do. This guy has a stroke and he's smoking pot with 2 hands.
Oh, at least. So here's my 2 questions for you. What's your number 1 coffee house in Amsterdam?
I've never been to Amsterdam.
Oh, what a mistake. You gotta get there.
Okay. You know, they have pot in America.
I know.
You don't have to get on a fucking plane like a retard. Listen, dude, California, they have medical marijuana. You go to a doctor. It's fucking crazy. You go to a doctor and you go, oh, I get headaches. And the doctor says, when do you get headaches? Whenever I think about the fact that pot's illegal, bam, you got a prescription covered by the government.
My last question is, what about DMT? And I'll leave you with that.
What about it? Oh, see, a lot of people know about that. I'm going to go to jail. Dana White, bail me out just like Rampage. DMT is a chemical that your own brain produces. Now, look, I talk about pot in my act and I talk about drugs, but look, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't do anything dangerous. I did ecstasy once. I couldn't read for a week. Fuck that shit. I don't touch that shit. I don't do anything addictive. I wouldn't touch coke. I've never done heroin. I've never done anything crazy. Ecstasy is the craziest thing I've ever done. But what I do like to partake in is shit that I know doesn't kill you and changes the way you think. And those are called psychedelic drugs. And the only reason why those drugs are lumped in together with all the other drugs is because they're afraid of the consequences socially. That's what happened in the 60s. That's why they made almost every psychedelic drug is Schedule 1. Those are the most dangerous drugs, or the most illegal drugs rather, whereas like Schedule 2 is like heroin, crystal meth, cocaine. Those are Schedule 2. Those are less illegal than marijuana. And the craziest drug that's illegal is a drug that your own brain produces. And very few people know about this. It's called DMT. And not only does your brain produce it, but it's in hundreds of different ecosystems. It's in thousands of different plants. It's produced by a thing in your brain that's your third eye. It's produced by a gland called the pineal gland. It's also produced in your liver and your lungs. But this gland, where they think most of it emanates from, in reptiles, it actually has a retina and a cornea and a lens. It's a fucking eyeball. And it makes this incredibly potent psychedelic drug. And when you smoke this stuff, you are transported into another fucking dimension where you communicate with complex geometric patterns that are made out of love and understanding. And I know that sounds crazy. That sounds like nonsense. It sounds like if that was real, for sure, you wouldn't be hearing about it from the Fear Factor guy. Right? Why doesn't Barack Obama tell you about that? Because he hasn't done it. Because if he did it, he wouldn't run for president. It's too crazy. It changes the way you look at everything. And when it's over, it's like pressing Control-Alt-Delete for your brain. It's like your brain just reboots with a fresh new desktop. And you only got one folder on that desktop, and that folder is labeled My Old Bullshit. And then you got to think, well, what the fuck do I do? Do I take all this new information and try to form a new view of the world? Or do I just go right into my old bullshit? You have 2 choices. And I've done DMT 7 times. And after time number 5, there's no more choices. After time number 5, you just got to realize, well, okay, we're in a very weird situation. We're in a weird situation where the whole world is playing follow the leader, but there's no fucking leader, all right? Nobody knows what's going on because you can't, because nobody knows what the hell's going to happen when you die, but we're all going to die. You take it from me with my gray ball hairs. I'm on my way, all right? We're a bunch of weird talking monkeys on a rock that's spinning through the fucking galaxy, and nobody brings it up. This gentleman with a fashionable shirt on. Look at you, straight man.
3 questions. They all pertain to the same thing.
What the fuck, dude?
That's
Get
right.
greedy.
Lucky number. How much weed do you smoke? What's your favorite way to smoke it? And would you rather smoke it or eat it?
Damn. Well, here's the problem with eating it. You ever have a brownie and you panic? You're supposed to panic. That ain't the same shit. When you eat marijuana, it converts to a thing called 11-hydroxymetabolite, which is 4 times more psychoactive than marijuana. That's why the fucking cop that stole those pop brownies and called 911, he's like, I think I'm dead. Did you ever hear that? That shit is awesome. Oh, that's one of the best clips on the internet. That's right up there with 2 Girls, 1 Cup for comedy. And if you haven't seen 2 Girls, 1 Cup and you don't want to know what we're talking about, first of all, I want to congratulate you on your choice of friends. Obviously, you're not hanging out with a bunch of fuckheads like my friends. I always get these things in the email, click this, ... smiley. Okay, all right. What do you got for me? If you haven't seen 2 Girls, 1 Cup, it starts out innocuous enough. It's just a couple pretty girls making out with each other, and then one of them, out of nowhere, just poops in a glass. Then they start eating it and throwing up on each other. And you're like, whoa, what the fuck? What I heard after I watched the video, though, what I heard was that it was not actual poop. And then what it really was just chocolate mousse that they stuffed up that girl's butt. Which got a lot of people mad. They're like, what the fuck, man, this is fake. That's not how I looked at it. This is how I looked at it. It's not as impressive. But still, that girl ate chocolate mousse that came out of the butthole of a girl who's willing to let you stuff chocolate mousse up her butthole and film it for the internet. All right, and those girls did not exactly have hygiene at the top of their list of priorities. All right, it's not even top 10 of list of shit to do today. It's like number 11. And number 1 through 10 are all get more meth. It's get more meth, get more meth, get more meth, get more meth. Keep your butthole tidy. I totally forgot what your original question was.
How much weed do you smoke, and what's your favorite way to smoke it?
I don't smoke that much weed. I smoke weed before I do jiu-jitsu. I smoke weed before I write comedy. I smoke weed before I do comedy. I smoke weed before I have sex. I smoke weed before I know I'm going to eat something really delicious because it tastes better. Listen, man, I'm just self-medicating, just trying to get by in this crazy world. And well, the best way to do it is a vaporizer, because if you use a vaporizer, there's no health problems, whatever the technical word for it is. No risk.
Thank you.
It's just mist. You're welcome. My friend, fucking savage goatee.
Yeah, that's
What's
right.
up, buddy?
Your reaction to 2 Girls and 1 Cup is on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I put it there. Fuck. Look, pot, I already told you, pot does not kill that many memories. We've been over this.
I was watching some Frank Mir's commentary on WC the other day,
Right.
and here's this guy's fighting for the heavyweight title soon, and here's this guy displaying the rubber guard on the floor, and Frank didn't know what to call the shit. And I was just wondering, who says dumber shit on the air, him or Goldie?
Well, listen, man. First of all, you should be very respectful, because Frank Mir is about 4 seats behind you. Turn around. Turn around. He's here. You faggot. You panicked, didn't you? And you should. You should always talk about a fighter as if they're standing right next to you, including when you talk about them on the underground, you motherfucker. What's your screen name? What's your screen name? Dana White, hold him down. Listen. You know what, man? I say dumb shit too when I do commentary. You know why? Because it's happening live. Yeah. You don't say dumb shit sometimes. I told you I say rape choke. I call Marvin Eastman's cuts a goat's vagina. I'm a retard. All right. Sometimes when things are happening live, you're just fucking. You might forget Uchimata. You might forget what the fuck things are. You don't remember the names for things because shit is going down right in front of you, and you're processing a lot of stuff. You know, but Frank Mir is an excellent commentator. He's better than me, I think. You know, he doesn't have the personality that I have. That's because I'm a professional comedian. But he knows more shit than I do, you know. He's a great commentator. He just takes a little time to get comfortable in front of the camera. I've been doing shit like stand-up comedy and being in front of the camera for my whole life. So to me, you know, it's normal. But to a lot of guys, it takes a while for them to get comfortable. I think he's great at it. And I think Jens Pulver's great at it, too. You know, and Frank Shamrock, but Dana White hates that dude.
Another question. What's the
Another question, you motherfucker. Look behind you. It's a giant dude who's ready to smack you in the fucking head. Look at the size of that guy. Do you really want to get greedy with the questions? You fuck? All right, this better be a good one because the other ones kind of suck. Let's be real.
What's the funniest thing Goldie or yourself or you've ever heard on the UFC live? Or on the Tough series?
It's always funny to me when dudes get kicked in the balls. That's it, because it's not my balls. If it was my balls, it'd be the saddest part of the show. That's the beauty of watching. It's like the thing about watching Two Girls, One Cup. You always want to watch someone who's worse off than you. Because no matter how fucked up your life is, you know what I'm saying? You see something like Two Girls, One Cup, you could have a fucking argument with your wife, and you think your kid's retarded, and you went to fart, you accidentally shit your pants. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? You could be suicidal, and you watch a video like that, and you're like, I'm fine. Just got a few bumps in my personal life I need to iron out, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty good about myself now. That's the same thing with getting kicked in the balls, you know? When I help you, like, ooh, I'm okay, I'm good. What's up, buddy?
How drunk do you think this girl behind me would have to be before she give me anal?
Real drunk.
One case, keg,
I
infinite.
think right before death. No? Not even?
Yeah,
You would wait till you died?
That's about how it would have to
She
be.
said no. She said nothing. Is that your only question?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
I didn't think of it until she was standing behind me.
Yeah. Are you really into that? Do you like doing that because you want to see the look on their face? Or do you like doing that because it's like a dominance thing? Or do you like doing it because it feels really good? What is it?
It feels good.
It feels good? Do you have a little dick or do you fuck a lot of loose women? Which one is it? You're a huge guy. I don't know how you can have a little dick. I personally don't like fucking girls in the ass for two reasons. One, because I don't want anybody to do something that they don't want to do. And two, because I don't want shit on my dick. Hello. Hi. Are you really that fucking horny? Is it that much better? That's crazy, dude. You could go through your whole life and never have shit on your dick. I recommend that. I recommend that route. Is that it? All right, my friend. I'm glad you waited in line for that question. Now, move awkwardly past that young lady.
He hasn't seen my combo.
He hasn't seen your combo? What does that mean? Your combo? Oh, your punches? Look at Dana immediately knew. Dana's like, he gave me hand signals. I go, what's a combo? He looked at me. What is your question?
Did you fuck the girl, the black girl?
Hey! Bring that guy back. I think you can fuck her in the ass, dude. She's playing hard to get. I think she's bullshitting. That chick's a freak.
Did you fuck the black girl on news radio?
No, I did not. She's a
How
good
about
friend of
Andy
mine.
Dick?
She touched my dick outside my pants once, though. And I was like, hey, this could get crazy. Why are you obsessed with me fucking people?
Oh, no, my buddies put me up to this.
What's that?
My buddies put me up to this.
Your buddies put you up to this? Oh, you didn't want to have nothing to do with this.
Not
You're way
really.
too cool with your crazy
I
hair.
got things to do tonight.
Look at you. Look at you. With your stockings. You're too cool. Did you redo your lipstick right before you got off the mic? Tell the truth.
No.
Yeah, you did. Liar.
No.
Liar.
This
You wanna
shit
know-
doesn't move, baby.
Yeah. Cleopatra did it to let people know she's ready to suck some dick. She invented it. That's what I read on the internet. Gotta be real. Any other questions?
No.
No? Do you feel good about this? Or does it feel a little awkward? It feels a little awkward, right?
not
Like you thought it was
really.
going to turn out a little better, maybe?
No, I would prefer to be up there, in
What's
your
that?
place. I would prefer to be up there. You could be here asking me questions, but,
Why would you prefer to be up here? Do you have something to
Why
say?
not?
How about I let you do a type
do we
5
have
and then I'll
some
come
haters?
back?
What's that?
You want to do 5 minutes of comedy and then I'll come back?
Sure.
Really? Oh, you want to... Remember what I said about bombing? Do you really want to try it? Okay, do it from there. Do it from there. Tell us about your day.
Well, let's see. My night.
Shut the fuck up, whore!
You motherfucker!
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just had to say that. It's all comedy. It's all for comedy. I just got to fill in gaps. There's an opening right there. I had to go for it. My instincts took over. I'm sorry. Well, thank you very much for your question. Thank you. How about a round of applause for her? She's a good sport. And she's got a sweet dumper. Holla! You, my friend. What's up, buddy?
I saw Louis C.K. a couple of months ago, and I kind of thought of this, but I didn't have a chance to ask him. So it seems to apply here. You ever worry about, like, your kids growing up and seeing some of your old bits?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, it's horrifying. Well, I have a 12-year-old stepdaughter, too, and I worry about her because she's right about to get on YouTube. So, yeah, it makes me panic. But my daughter's only 9 months, and I'm going to keep her away from the internet until she's about 18. I think, no, you know, look, the bottom line is you got to tell them the truth about the way you feel about things, and raising a human being is just like having a friend. You know, like if you have a younger friend and you have to explain to them honestly what you think about life. I mean, at a certain point, you can't protect them from the truth, you know, and you have to talk to kids about everything. But yeah, I worry about me talking about fucking her mom and, you know, all that crazy shit. And like, you did what? And, you know, it's a weird thing, you know, to think that your kid is going to hear you talk about fucking her mom, you know, but it's going to happen. And there's nothing I can do about it. I got to tell the truth. I'll run out of material. All right? If I just start sectioning off parts of my life, I can't talk about that, I can't talk about that. Like, my girlfriend gets real mad when I talk about, like, the jerking off story, when her busted me. Totally true. She does not like that, you know? But you got to do what you got to do, you know? Otherwise, it would be a fucking boring show. Right?
Yeah.
Is there any other questions?
Not really.
All right, thanks, buddy. What's your question, my friend?
I want you to know I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you.
I do. Bags? How dare you? That was good timing, though. That guy didn't even wait a second. It was like 1/2 a second after he said, I love you too. Bags. Gotta appreciate that. What's up, buddy?
I just want to ask you. I'm a semi-celebrity.
You're a semi-celebrity?
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm Jimmy T. Clown. I entertain all around Columbus.
Do you guys know who he is?
Some of them.
Okay, cool.
Some of them. I met some people at the bar.
You getting some top shelf pussy in Columbus? Tell the truth. How you rocking it?
I'm married, man.
You're married? Okay, good. Well, the answer is yes, right? Hello. Duh. If she's here, don't be stupid. Learn from me.
No, I want to know. Being a magician, being a clown.
Two things I respect.
Come on, man.
Wait, whoa. We're all good. We're just playing around. Don't get. Listen, when there's little dead spots, I gotta make funny. Okay? Gotta keep the party rolling. It's all right. Not mean to be
I'm
mean.
just wondering, how did you get into the stand-up?
How did I get into it?
Yeah.
I went on stage and bombed miserably for years. I sucked. I was fucking terrible. Let me tell you something. Bombing on stage is literally like sucking 1,000 dicks in front of your mother. It's horrible. It's the worst. Bunch of people pay money to see you and you're just up there eating shit. It's fucking devastating to your confidence. But the only way to become a successful comedian is you got to figure out what actually makes people laugh. And then you got to figure out how to express yourself in a limited amount of words, economy of words, and get it across the best way so that people respect your thoughts enough to allow them into your head. That's what it is. What comedy is like a weird mass hypnosis.
Well,
like when it's in the groove like tonight, I had a great fucking time with you guys tonight. This is a badass audience. No bullshit. Not insincere at all. I love you all. But when I'm in the middle of it, man, it's like I'm like a passenger. Like we're all riding this crazy shit. I'm saying crazy shit, but the only reason why I can get away with crazy shit is because you like to hear it. So it's all like, I'll just say crazier shit. And then we're all together like, We ride it all together. But it's a tricky thing, and it takes forever to figure out how to do it. And the only way to do it is to fail. You got to fail fucking miserably. And that's the problem. Most people can't do that. It's fucking hard, man.
No,
I just didn't have any options. I had nowhere else to go. I was a fucking idiot. I was driving limos and doing construction. If I didn't do comedy, who the fuck knows what I would have done? The only thing I went to college for 4 years. You know what I learned? Avoid hookers with walkie-talkies. That was the big lesson. I don't remember shit. That was a waste of time. But that's the answer, man. I don't know how I do it. Honestly, I just do it. Just keep doing it and do it for the right reasons, and it just keeps working. What's up, buddy? Hey, fella, you're not at the microphone, you lazy fuck. Look at him. He's got his own Mr. Microphone. Hey, good looking. We'll be back to pick you up later.
Hey, so I'm wondering, what do you do when you're on a road trip with your boys and one of them's caught with anal lubricant?
Anal lubricant? You know what? He had a real good point up until he fucked up that one word. And we all knew what he was saying, but you're like, fuck it, let's just dig it to him anyway. What do you do? Did you have that happen? Is that why you're asking?
Yeah, we took a 20-hour trip.
First of all, there's no anal lubricant. If someone is giving you lubricant and saying, listen, it's got to go in your ass, that's the only place it goes, they're just trying to fuck you, all right? You can use lubricant for everything, man. You can grease your garage door with lubricant. It doesn't have to go up your ass. Don't listen to that guy. That motherfucker's lying to you, all right? You need to fucking do your own research, son. There's no such thing as anal lube, all right? Shit.
Hey, Joe. I drove up here with a couple of friends from Toronto.
Oh,
7 hours, yeah. Just wondering, what separates your comedy from a lot of other people is that you think about a lot of your stuff, and there's a lot of well thought out things like your bit on Egypt and other things that you actually think out. Do you find that you have to put a cap on your bits so that they actually appeal to the general audience?
No, but I had a problem, you know, especially when I was on Fear Factor, where people totally didn't expect it, and they'd come and go, he's fucking talking too much about shit I don't like. You know, because it's a weird thing, because, you know, basically, I'm a stand-up comedian, but I've taken a lot of jobs that aren't funny at all because I'm a whore. You know? I mean, look, man, I used to deliver newspapers for a living. You want to offer me crazy money to make people eat animal dicks? I'm there, all right, with bells on, motherfucker, all right? I would have rode that bitch right into the beach. If that show was still on the air, I'd still be doing it, all right? I would have never quit, but it's just because of the money, you know? And it says what the money did to me and what being on the TV show to me is it gave me total freedom, because I didn't have to listen to anybody anymore. Because if you don't need to work, you don't need to listen to anybody. You can do whatever the fuck you want. So the thing about comedy is, the people worry about what they're going to say. They say, like, fuck, I don't want to piss people off because they want to use me. I'm like, I don't give a shit. This is what I think is funny. And it's a certain freedom it's harder to attain that freedom, you know, without something on the side. And so I've got real lucky having shit like Fear Factor and dumb shit.
But with money and momentum as I think you're gaining now, do you think you're going to have to tailor?
No, I'm not changing shit. Are you kidding me?
Good.
No way. I'm way too deep. No, exactly the opposite. Because if you already have, like, the only way they can get you to change is to offer you something you already have. And if you've already been on TV and you've already done all that shit and you're like, I don't even like it, comedy's more fun. I like comedy clubs. That's what I like doing. I like doing like 300 people. That's what's fun. Because like this right here, look, you guys are exceptionally cool. That's why there's so many of us and it's still working. But if we were like in a little tiny cramped place, it's like you feel connected. It's like some real shit is happening. You know, comedy is like some crazy mass hypnosis. I'm saying shit, and you're allowing me to think for you. And when you think the way I'm thinking, I'm saying crazy shit, you're like, ah! You know, it's a nutty art form, man. All right, a couple more, and then we're going to get out of here.
Thanks for coming. This is awesome.
Thanks,
I want to know what's your favorite book?
My favorite book?
Yeah.
Food of the Gods by Terence McKenna. It's a book about how he believes that human beings evolved because monkeys ate psychedelic mushrooms. It's a fucking fascinating book. Read that shit. Look, if you were a monkey and you ate a mushroom, you would think about shit in a totally different way. All right? It's very possible that that's what happened. One of the biggest mysteries in the entire fossil record is the doubling of the human brain size over a period of 2 million years. They don't know what caused it, but they do know that that's exactly the same time that the rainforest receded into grasslands and monkeys came down from the trees and were experimenting with new food sources. And one of the things that monkeys like to do is they like to flip over cow shit. And when they flip over cow shit, they find bugs. Well, also on cow shit is these fucking mushrooms. And these mushrooms will give you crazy psychedelic experiences. And I think a lot of the monkeys ate the mushrooms. And he makes